Good morning to all. Now we discuss the waste management concept. In the previous classes, we discussed what is solid waste, what are the characteristics of solid waste, etc. Now we discuss how to manage this waste. There are mainly 3 R's in waste management, that is reduce, reuse and recycle. That is in this class we mainly focus on this 3 type of waste management strategy, that is 3 R's. Waste management is defined. The term waste management collectively means the management of waste from its inception to the final stage of disposal. Thus, as one single unit, it encompasses right from the collection, disposal, recycling to which the process of monitoring and regulation respectively belong to, along with the legal framework that enable the occurrence of waste management. The entire system that starting from waste generation to disposal is discussed as waste management. Waste management collectively means the management of waste from its inception to the final stage of disposal. Next, the solid waste management is a short form, and short form is SWM, that is solid waste management. The objective of solid waste management is to minimize the adverse environmental effects before it becomes too difficult to rectify in the future. That is the main objective of solid waste management. The functional elements of solid waste management including waste generation, storage, collection, transfer and transport, processing and disposal. These are the mainly 5 functional elements are there in the solid waste management objective. That is a waste generation, storage of the waste, collection, transport and transit, transfer, processing and disposal. These are the different steps. Then waste minimization. Waste minimization strategies include all the action to reduce quantity of waste, including disposal, waste minimization including reducing waste at a source. That means we can reduce the amount of waste at the source. That is where it can be originated. That is a source of solid waste. For example, in the cardboard box, it can be reused again and again. The packaging paper will be one of the minimized or reduced. Then reusing material. Another aspect of waste minimization is reusing. Once, for example, we can use a shirt in our home. It can be used for other type of washing, etc., etc. Then recycling of waste material. Again, the plastic bottles can be recycled back to again another products. That is a recycling. There are waste minimization including reducing waste at source, reusing materials, recycling waste material. Then what is reduce? Reduce to make something smaller. To make something smaller is the meaning of reduce, or use less, resulting in a smaller amount of waste. In the case of water, we reduce means usage is waste can be reduced by a small amount of usage. That is reduce means to make something smaller or use less, resulting in a smaller amount of waste. Source reduction is reducing waste before you purchase it. That's another component of waste reduction is a source reduction. To reduce the waste at the source is reducing waste before you purchase it or by purchasing products that are not wasteful in their packaging or use. A key part of waste reduction is conservation. Conservation is an important to reduce the waste. Using natural resources wisely and using less than usual in order to avoid waste. That means we can sustainable utilization of resource is very important to reduce the amount of waste that can be reduced. Next aspect of second R, that is first R, the reduce. Reduce means to make something smaller or use less. That's in this reduce, the important point is a source reduction. Source reduction means is reducing waste before you purchase it. Second one is a reuse. Reuse means to use again or more than once. Reuse material and items so that they have longer lifespans and don't get thrown away after the first use. In nowadays we use mask for protecting against the coronavirus. There's some people can be reused again and again and again for the minimization of waste. Many items, is it correct or wrong to use more time in a single mask? You discuss. Many items found around the home can be used for different purposes. So before you throw those items away, think about how they can be reused. For example, bottles are used for after their use. Bottles, it can be used for decorating household articles, etc. That's the importance of reuse. For example, that's donate old cloth and book. It will helpful for reuse. Other people can reuse your unwanted clothes and book when you donate them to charity shops. That's another method of waste management. Rechargeable batteries can be reused many times before they need throwing away, opposite to regular battery that create unnecessary waste. Usage of this rechargeable battery is a reusable method. Then grass cycling. After moving your lawn, leave them in your garden. The nutrient from cutting go back to the soil and act as a fertilizer. In Malayalam, it is known as Pudavaikal. That's a grass cycling is there. Then recycle. Recycle means to convert material or waste into reusable material. Once the material is thrown away, this can be reusable. Landfill are full of items that could be recycled. It's a revenue income, even income generating method, that is a recycling. Recycling put object through a process that allow them to be used again. Then what are the benefits of recycling? Recycling means to convert material or waste into a reusable material form. The recycling method have different benefits are there, including recycling reduce the need for landfilling and incineration. Incineration means the burning of waste. Landfilling means you can fill a land with the waste material. Recycling prevent pollution. Recycling save energy. Recycling decrease emission of greenhouse gases that contribute to global climate change. Recycling conserve natural resources. Recycling helps sustain the environment for future generation. That is, recycling is one of the aspect of sustainable development. It is very important. Recycling of material is very important and have different advantages. Recycling reduce the need for landfilling and incineration. Recycling prevent pollution. Recycling save energy. Recycling decrease emission of greenhouse gases, etc. That is the advantage of recycling. Reduce, recycle, reuse are the 3 R's in waste management. Thank you.